Welcome back to the Sonia Estep Designs Iris Shorts Sew-Along. Today we are going to be completing the rest of our assembly, checking our pocket placement, and hemming our shorts. Today we are going to take the two back pieces that we added our pockets to yesterday, or temporarily added our pockets to yesterday, and we are going to go ahead and place them right sides together. Now this is something I wanted to mention. When you place these right sides together, I like to take my pocket piece and kind of feel it to see if I have them in the same place on both pieces. And mine is, so I'm a little more comfortable with where I put that, knowing that they should be even. So again, you just put your two back pieces right sides together, and you are going to pin or clip this back seam. Okay, set that aside and go ahead and take your two front pieces that you had done yesterday with the pockets, and again, right sides together. And you're going to clip or pin this crotch curve. Now you're going to take this to your machine and you are going to sew down these, or serge down both of these curves at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We are back. We have sewn or serged our center seams here, the rise. And now what you're going to do is you're going to open up your back piece, right sides up, and place your front, right sides down, on top of it. And we are going to match up our side seams. And then you're going to do your crotch seam down here. When I do the crotch seam, I like to match up both seam points to make sure that it's centered. And now you're going to take this to your machine and you're going to baste this, baste your side seam, and baste your other side seam, so that way we can try them on and check for fit. Okay, so at this point, you should have your side seam, and your crotch seam basted. Go ahead and take your shorts and try them on. Make sure that the fit is where you want it to be, and double check your pocket placement. This is the important time to make sure you have the right angle, the right spacing, the right height, all that good stuff. So go ahead and try it on, check it out, and come back here. Okay, I have tried this on, checked it out, everything is where I want it to be. So you're gonna go ahead and remove your basting stitches from your side seam, and you are going to come back here and you are going to top stitch your pockets into place with 1/8 of an inch. Make sure you back stitch at the beginning and the end, so that way when there is stress put on these points, it doesn't pop off your shorts. Okay, you should have top stitched your pockets on now, making sure to back stitch at both points. And you're gonna go ahead and take your front and your back, and you're gonna place them right sides together, just like we did when we were basting. And you're gonna go ahead and sew or serge down the two side seams and the crotch seam. Once you have sewn from your two side seams and your crotch seam, you are going to take your shorts, turn them right side out, and you're gonna go ahead and set them aside while we work on our waistband. Now it's time to do our waistband. You should have one piece that you cut on the fold. So you're gonna go ahead and open it up, and you're gonna place it right sides together. And you're gonna pin or clip this short end. And this short end you're gonna take to the machine, and you are gonna either serge it or you're gonna sew it right here. Okay, this is our waistband that we have just sewn or serged this end. And now we are gonna go ahead and take it and we are gonna turn it so that it is wrong sides together in half. And we're gonna 1/4 it. So I usually start with my seam, and then I work my way around until my seam is at the other side. And I line it up and I clip it, and now I just put it in half. Then I take it and I put my two half points together. There's 1/4. And there's our other one. So now our waistband is folded in half and it is 1/4. Now we're going to quarter our shorts. So you can use your back seam and your front seam as two of your points. And then I meet them up in the middle and I just work my way over. Not always is it your side seam. In this case, mine actually is the side seam, so I'm not even going to clip any of it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your waistband, and your raw edge is going to be on this side, and you're going to line it up with the raw edge of your front piece. Okay, and then I like to mark my way around, and I'll go to my side seam, which is my second quarter point, and I work my way around, and I take my back and make sure that both of my seams on the waistband and the seam on the shorts in the back matches. That's my third point. And then my fourth point is going to be the other side seam and this clip. Okay? Now you're going to take this to your machine and you're going to sew or serge around this in a circle, being sure to stretch your band, not your shorts. Now I do want to touch on the front. If you notice that when you pull this, your pocket separates from the front of your shorts. So if you are stretching this by any means and you stretch your shorts instead of your band, it's going to shift your pocket over to where when you serge it, you're going to have gaping with your pocket piece. So take your time. Do not stretch your actual shorts piece, only stretch the waistband. Okay, our waistband should now be on. And that's looking really good. I'm getting excited about these. So now all you have left to do is the hem. This is a 1-inch hem. So you are going to take your shorts, fold it up 1 inch. Now my machine, my cover stitch for the most part, doesn't like going over these seams. So something that I learned was at this inch, if you snip through, don't go all the way through to your needle threads, and then you can take it and push one side of your seam to the side and then the other side goes this way, so that way they lay flat next to each other. When I do that, my machine likes to go over it a lot smoother. And then now you're going to do your other leg. Now you can take these to your machine, your cover stitch or your sewing machine, and you can top stitch them. All right, we just finished hemming our shorts and the pocket version of the Iris is complete. I look forward to seeing all of yours.